I heard a quote before, and it said, if you don't sacrifice for what you want becomes a sacrifice. And this quote has sat with me for a while. In fact, let me tell you guys a story. This is a made up story, but it may resemble someone's life somewhere. So let's say there was a guy I knew. Let's call him Jack. He was a drinker. He did a lot of drugs. He smoked. He was just, for example, the life of the party. So he used to party from 16 years old till he was 18. So when he got out of high school, he was partying. His marks were average, so he was able to get into uni, college, whatever. But the lifestyle that he wanted was still one of complete enjoyment. So he turned 20, and when you're 20, normally people say 20 to 30 are the years where you grind. So for him, he grinded, but a different type of way. He went to parties, he did a lot of drugs, he smoked, he did everything under the sun. And he was a religious person, he grew up religious, let's say, and he moved far away from that. And normally, Jack, he used to talk a lot about what he wanted to achieve. That at some point he'd want to be a soccer player, or he'd want to be a big hedge fund owner, a business owner of some sort, something that could run the world or change it. That was his goal. He dreamed very big. He spoke about it loudly. But the same weekend, he'd go out and party. The same during the week, he'd go out and party. Now he's in uni. His time is up to him. He go party on a Monday or Wednesday, a Thursday, the whole weekend. He was drunk or high more times than he was sober. So now Jack gets to the age of 30 and he's sitting in his apartment. He's working a 9 to 5, a job he doesn't like. Nothing's wrong with 9 to 5s. I'm just saying he didn't like this job. He just worked there because he needed to survive. And he's sitting there in his room and he's holding a notebook. For one of the first times actually sitting, trying to write down what went wrong in his life, because he's reflecting, realizing that yeah, he was the life of the party. He went to Ibiza, he went here and there, he was irresponsible with money, but he enjoyed his life. That was the main thing. To the point where he even had 3 kids and 3 different baby mamas. He was fully enjoying life of the party, as I said. So he's sitting in his room, journal in hand, and he opens up and he starts writing. And he starts off with, this is gonna sound like, oh yeah, but a Martin Luther King quote. He started off with, I had a dream. I have a dream, I had a dream. And he wrote what he wanted to become. He wrote that at the age of whatever, he wanted to become a soccer player, or he wanted to start a business or whatnot. And then when he looked at the pages, he wrote like 3 pages long. He looked at it and he realized he did none of that. He did nothing. So he's sitting there paying child support for 3 different children that aren't from the same baby mama. He was the life of the party. All the people he met partying are off somewhere because they all had backups. They all had trust funds or something like that. And he's just there, broke, sad. 3 children. He's not in love because the baby mamas don't like you. They're just there for child support. And he's realizing that he couldn't sacrifice the life he wanted. He sacrificed the life he wanted so he could enjoy the fun there. That's why that quote comes back to me. It's, if you don't sacrifice for what you want becomes a sacrifice. And Jack sacrificed his dreams, his life, for just 10 years of fun. Now don't get me wrong, those memories will be fun. It will be good to tell his 3 children, but what is his legacy? What will people remember him as? The life of the party, or someone who stood right? So that's the story that I just created in my head of, if you don't sacrifice the fun, the vibes, the alcohol, the weed, the girls, the weekends in and out having fun, there's a high chance that what you want in life will become the sacrifice. So yeah, we need to be able to sacrifice. So Jack, I'm gonna try and continue the story. Jack, now he tries to change his life. He's 35. He's trying to find love, but he can only do it in the way he used to do it. So he goes back to the parties to try to find love. He finds a girl, and the girl plays him, etc., etc. So now he's at the age of 40. He's quit his job, he moved to another job, still broke though. And he has nothing to his name. No properties, no love life, just 3 kids, and his life of fun. Now I wanna relate that to you guys. I don't know if anyone could relate to that story. Probably not, but you can probably see that for some of you it could be your future. That if the life is more enjoyable than what you have to do in life to be what you have to be or what God wanted you to be, then that becomes a sacrifice. So if you don't sacrifice for what you want becomes the sacrifice. Thank you.